So today, class, we're going to reedify why. I have two shits what you people got to say. First off, cows. You know, the one who wanted to go in Miss Daisy's and say that you're calling out knowledge is power, that you're going to throw knuckles. Kind of funny, as soon as I said I'm down, you ran. But also funny is, just a few short hours earlier, you're in my comments talking about, oh, how you understand that I'm really in this for the kid, right? I don't forget it, because I don't give a shit about Dawn. I don't give a shit about Candace. I don't give a shit about Susan Lloyd. And before you walk around saying somebody threatened somebody, perhaps you might want to watch the video. And I'll repeat it again. If I go magnet fishing there, it's not on their fucking property. And if Candy Pants should feel the hankering to come down that driveway, like they did on Molly Golightly and JLR, I won't respond the same fucking way. So, Miss Lloyd, you can tell your boyfriend, husband, whatever, to, he don't have to pull out his support shirt just yet, okay? But, don't be saying somebody threatened you or anybody else when they didn't. Yous didn't like the parody I did of Candy Pants. And actually, it's not even a parody. It's a direct reflection of what I see. How many videos is she completely inebriated, right? But she doesn't drink. And then, here's the funniest part. Miss Lloyd, you state in there of the whack job doing the video. You don't even know who I am or what I did. But you have to confirm with Jody Sue. Oh, I'm sorry. Isn't that her dad's a rapist? Her husband, boyfriend, by her own confession, sells drugs to parents and little kids to sedate children so they can be sexually taken advantage of. She's lived in her little shed for how long across the street, listening to them beat them, stated they don't feed them and everything else, but never did a fucking thing about it. And as far as threatening Ronnie Lawson, here's another piece of advice. I suggest you go look at the videos, because I didn't threaten anybody. But it did say, it's awful freaking shady. His kid gets a suspended 20-year sentence. Right around the time Summer goes missing. Would have been about the time that he was asking his little friends to go lightly on his son. And I'm sorry, if you're related to the Whitakers and that offends you, oh, fucking well. How about that? How about that? Otherwise, I guess, yeah, you would say I'm crazy because I sit here and I calmly compare the inconsistencies in their stories and their actions instead of going up and playing, oh, Johnny and Candy Pants, oh, it's so funny, yay. Like, you're essentially inviting Dahmer to dinner, but totally cool. I feel sorry for your kids if that's like how you make friends, because sooner or later you're going to drag something like that home. And you might not have a kid when you're done. Oh, go ahead and tell me how I'm throwing shade at the lovely Wells. You mean the man who sat on more than one occasion and deflected from his memory and out of his mouth his experiences raping his sister. You know, the 5-year-old who brought it on herself. Because little did he know, they had already been molested when he got there. So she knew exactly what she was doing. I'd hate to be your kid if that's like, the story you're going to believe. And, kids missing. Child service has been there how many times? He's admitting that he's raping little 5-year-old kids, and you're defending his honor. And I'm crazy. And I'm on drugs. Really? That's amazing. Hey, bub, what's up? I'm recording. Blue. Unless you want the blue, I'll take the red. You sure? All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, one of the people popping off yesterday I'd seen today in my comment, and she has to check with Jody Sue. And I'm fucking nuts, right? The fuck out of here with that shit.
Get a 2 for.
Yeah, 2 for 3 for whatever. I just, the only reason I'm even entertaining answering it is because they implied that I threatened someone. I didn't threaten shit. All I did was when the bitch ran her mouth and said, "Oh, I'm calling knowledge is power out. We're gonna throw knuckles." I'm down. I'm fucking down. Ain't got a problem in the world with that shit. But y'all want to be pussies and run your mouth and then run and hide, and nobody's supposed to say anything or hold you accountable. Kind of much like they think with Don. Oh, it's okay, you molested, and your kid's just gone. That's okay. That's in the past. What is wrong with that girl from Jersey saying that you ought to be in jail? Huh.
Unbelievable.
Do you see how stupid it sounds? Tart carts. Thank you for Slurpee. Liz is on the way. We're going to go fishing. I just figured I'd tell you. Oh, and I got bad news for you, Billy. Apparently I don't have to pay you rent anymore. I don't have to pay you rent anymore. No. Because I don't live in the house. I live in a tent somewhere. Yeah, I got to figure out where the tent is, because I'm probably going to need to get changed at some point. But yeah, I live in a tent somewhere, and so that means I don't have to pay rent, right? How about that? How about that? Somebody who pays rent and takes responsibility for her own upkeep and care. Oh, I don't want a Cash App. Oh, people are totally foreign to the concept of that, huh? Especially Mr. Meteor Manager living at home. Did you clean up your room and make your bed before you went out to play today? Or did you leave it for your mommy to do? Mr. Self-Made Man, huh? Very impressive. You know what's really impressive? That if you just dig a little bit into your screen name, you're constantly fighting with girls. Why is it you only want to pick with girls? Oh, what's the matter? Independent, strong women are the kind you don't like because they don't submit to you. They don't get intimidated by you like little 5-year-old girls do, freak boy. Yeah, that's something to defend, right? To your death, you're gonna defend the people who do shit like that. I ain't got no words for you. You ain't even worth a defense from me for any of my actions if I had done something inappropriate, which I had not. But either fucking way, you are the last person who should have ever be calling anybody's actions on anything. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Now, Don, now I understand why you have been able to get away with the things you have gotten away with, and, what seems to me blatantly clear, and I wondered why. Nobody said anything. Well, now I see how they're thinking things work around you. I mean, your very close friend there, he decided to harass yet another female while he was hiding behind a little facade, and he's still ill-equipped for a knowledgeable, reasonable disagreement. Aww. Maybe you should rethink that media manager, dude, because between your media manager and your wife, and I will, one time, if you go to jail, I will send you a letter. And I'm just going to write on paper. Told you so. You're dealing with a bunch of morons, dude. Bunch of morons. Oh, well, she wants to threaten people. No, you idiot. I said if she comes down the driveway while I'm fishing, that is not on her property, so suck my dick on that. But if she come at me the way she come at somebody else, you're absolutely right. I would fucking defend myself. If you take that as a threat, you're a punk ass bitch too. Who wants to, be a Karen, run your mouth and then run and hide. You got something to say it and stand behind it. Or don't say it because you really don't mean it. I'll be here all day. Leave your comments. But I will say this. I'm so proud of myself. I stirred the hornet's nest of the closest, loyal to, child abusing, self-admitting, baby raping individual. That's what I did that was so offensive. And I'll do it again.